आंघोळ कर पण फील आहे ब्राउन पण
Get really cute behaviors like this. No, I just want this one. See this one.
2 किलोमीटर नंतर राईड घेतोय का?
हो.
It comes down and they send the food through that pipe to go underneath his body because his mouth is on the underside of his body, but his eyes are on the top of his body. So he has a couple of extra senses that help him to find his food that we're going to be talking about in the program. Our black-tipped reef sharks that you can see swimming around right here, they actually get fed right above where I am. I'm going to be looking at you folks, so I might not necessarily notice when the food has started to enter the habitat. So if you see food and I haven't mentioned anything, feel free to shout out food, and that will help me to be able to narrate a little bit more about what's going on.
kilos for anyone working in pounds. You're going to double that down a bit. So he is well over 1,000 pounds. His brother is about 60 kilos smaller, about 500 kilos. But if you guys can believe me, they're only halfway grown. We do believe that AMAC is going to get up to about 1,200 kilograms. With that being said, these guys are stellar sea lions. They are the largest sea lion species that we have, which is pretty awesome. These guys are really quite big. And of course, they're only going to get bigger. So they're only 7.5 years old. They're actually do something like stick his tongue out. And he did a great job, so I'm going to give him some fish so that he knows that that's exactly what I was looking for. Positive reinforcement training allows us to train for even more complex behaviors. Things that are really important for these guys is healthcare. Things like voluntary blood flow. Voluntary blood samples are super important. They're really helpful because it allows us to get a good picture of what these guys is or how healthy they are on the outside. So I've got it kind of similar to what we're looking at here with AMAC. And that's basically him laying still and allowing us to grab his back flipper, take a good look, and of course stay laying down. And so that's really the most important thing, and that allows us to see that they are nice and healthy on the outside. Or on the inside, which is pretty awesome. Positive reinforcement allows us to do really cool training like this. And essentially it builds up things like this by approximations. So something as simple as first getting him to lie down in the right position, then getting him to move his butt closer, then getting him to let us play with his flipper, and those are all built up with that positive reinforcement. That's a really good way to train. Keeping in mind that he has had breakfast, second breakfast, and lunch. So this is dinner. So he's had lots of food, so he's gained a bit of weight throughout the day, but he is a big animal. Something else that we can do here that involves, it's called husbandry. And husbandry is just a fancy word for animal care. And things like weighing the animals is part of the husbandry, but even things like asking. We don't just train for these husbandry behaviors, we train for fun behaviors as well. And that's kind of a two-tiered reason why we do that. Number one, we are always coming up with new things to train these guys because they are super, super smart and they like to learn. And we like to keep them mentally stimulated. Obviously, I do not speak sea lion. AMAC here doesn't speak English. But we have to find ways of communicating. He has to find ways of understanding what I would like from him. And that really makes him exercise his brain, which is really awesome. The second tier to that is we get really cute behaviors like this. No, I just want this one. See this one.
जर तुम्हाला व्हिडिओ आवडला असेल तर लाईक शेअर आणि सबस्क्राईब करा.